Hello everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review with me. And today I'm covering a mod which is a pretty odd one. One might even say bizarre. Hold on, let me actually get the name out because it's such a weird name. Right, this is a mod. It's called the Haji Age Infinity Galaxy mod, but it's mostly a Jojo mod. From my understanding of it. It has Jojo things in it. It has stands in it. It has bits and pieces. Then it has a bunch of weird and wacky random things that I'll be looking at a bit less because I'm mostly here for the stands. Yeah, it's not called Jojo, but it does seem to be focused on stands and stuff. So I don't it is what it is. It probably explains somewhere on the page like why the name is what it is. But anyway, yes, as the mod adds some Jojo bits into the game. It is very late game stuff, so unless you're spawning it in, it's gonna be a right pain to get your hands on. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting as far as the stuff they had developed in it. Now, the mod is for 1.12.2, and I don't know how new it is. I think it's a fairly new mod. At least it got fairly newly updated, because I always just get told about it. I never found this mod by myself, but someone told me about it in one of my videos. They're like, yeah, it's a Jojo mod, essentially. I'm like, okay. Look at it. I saw a bunch of random stuff, and I'm like, alright. And then I actually tried. I'm like, oh, okay, there's actually some cool things in here. So, right, let's get started in some bits. So, the arrow. Of course, you want to get your hands on one of those so you can do stand things. So this is what we're playing with here. Right, so you've got the arrow. To get that, you're going to need a neutron star, infinite universe star, fake ether, and hope flower. That's made from Haji star, which is then smelted in the Haji blender. The star is made from 4 Haji starting another star, which, again, late game. You need 2 of those. There's the infinite universe, which is made from smelting down an airspace star, which is then made from just a bunch of star blocks and a star. You have to wipe out the entire supply of withers in order to make this thing, essentially. Yeah, this is insanely late game stuff. Like, even then, it took so much grinding. You're probably better just spawning in, to be honest. Yeah, there's fake ether, which requires 1 of the stars, and redstone juice. Which is done by smelting a block of redstone in the blender. And then the hope flower, which is made from hope turning a diamond. Hope element is made from the chorus flower, which you get from the end, I believe. Smelted down in the blender. The blender! That's this thing here. You put stuff in it and it blends down into other bits. How do you make the blender? Well, more hope flowers, more of the star blocks. What's it? Oh wait, that's called a No, that's called a pilo furnace. Hold the bus. Oh, I put the wrong thing down. Oh, please tell me that is true, because that's so much easier to make. Yeah, it's made with the blender. The hell does the furnace do then? Aaron, I've not seen anything require that. Well, whatever. Unless there has been something that required it, I just missed it. Whatever. Well, there you go. There's the blender there. Using the blender, you can make the pyro furnace. The blender's this thing here. There we go. Much simpler. Yeah, this thing's made using a beacon, so again, no star, for the Haji and obsidian. But aside from that, then you can make the power furnace, which it's made for making the advanced universe star. Cool. That all makes perfect sense. But yeah, okay, that's there's a lot of random bits in this. But right, most of this stuff, you need to get your hands on Haji, which are the little faces here. You can get them from Haji fragments and smelt them down. You can also find them in loot chests. Mainly, I've been looking in desert temples, and I found them in there. So you can look them from there. Possibly in other places. I looked in an end fortress. I looked in a village. I didn't find any. But maybe I was just unlucky and didn't find any. So there might be either, but you can find them. So there is that. I didn't know there's any ore for them, though. So if you can find them or not, it's a bit up in there. But yeah, this stuff is insanely costly. Like, to an extent where you're probably better just spawning it in, to be honest. Or you have to grind yourself. Oh god, I wouldn't like to do that. But right, anyway, regardless, moving on from there. Once you do get your hands on all of the bits and pieces, you can then move on to the funner bits. So let's start us off with some deal bread. Because Jojo references, I suppose. So, the Jojo Desert Workshop, owned by Passion, an Italian Shabul. Pronunciation's not my strong suit. Is said to have been created to commemorate, God words, it's the 30th anniversary of the death of its chairman's father. Hold shift to see more, and I will. The bread is basically in short supply. However, some people reported that the bread has been added with a large number of additives on the grounds that it would not decompose or break if it was soaked in water for several weeks, just like time stands still. Another source said that several people were so excited after using the bread that they even said "hooray" from time to time, or weak, useless, words of unknown meaning. One witness said the neighbour went into a frenzy after eating the foods and even smashed a road roller. At present, the local police have carried out a detailed investigation of the food. Nothing unusual. Police report Apachiro? I'm pretty sure he's from part 5. I don't remember how you pronounce his name. Whatever. Reminded the public not to believe rumours, spread rumours. Do not let the rumours affect the normal social order. That's the deal, bread, then. I assume you can eat it. I've not actually tried. We'll give that a try in a little bit. But yes, I'm assuming that's just a Jojo reference, because Jojo references. But right, aside from that, I've also got the multi-stack knife, which is made from the Neon Star Fragment. Neutron, not Neon. A Neutron Star Fragment, Hope Flower, and Thingy Ingot, which is made from gold, getting made down the blender. Plus, yeah, the fragment made from another star. Joy! And then the Hope Flower, which is also made from the element, which is of course what you have to go 10 for. Then there's the Shiny Stack Knife, which is just the upgraded version. Using baking gluten, magma blocks, and diamonds. Baking gluten's made from raw gluten. Raw gluten's made from flash dough and wheat. Flash dough's made from the blender on Hey Bill. There we go. What are these? They're knives. You throw them. They do have durability, but you can't throw them. You never guess what, but the flashy red one? Yeah, it sets things on fire. To point out, by the way, these knives have no drop to them. So you throw it, it'll just keep going forever, so don't expect it to come back down. I read in the configs, apparently it's supposed to have a drop, I think. It just doesn't, though. So, yeah. Anyway, so it does have a limited durability. So if I just quickly go into survival, boop. We throw one. There we go. So durability, 900. So, I mean, you're not going to run out of them anytime soon. Then the knife one makes a sizzle sound, and again, 900. And you can see them stuck in things for a bit. They're very useful. Very useful for multiple reasons, which we'll get to in a bit. But right, moving on from there. The stands. There are... Okay, there's 4 Jojo stands that I recognise. There is a 5th thing that might... technically a stand in this mod, but I don't know if it's actually a Jojo stand. I've never heard of the bloody thing. I'm pretty sure it's a joke thing, reference thing or something. I don't know what to, but we'll get to that later. But right, stands we currently have. We've got... How do you pronounce the word? Herpat fan? I can't pronounce it, whatever. We've got Hermit Green. Did I just say Hermit? God. Right, anyway. Stage 0, then up to stage 1. We've got Star Platinum. We have got Killer Queen, and we've got the World. Now, stage 0s, that's the kind of start point with them. After you've had it, and you do a certain activity thing, then you can get up to stage 1. But you start off at stage 0. Now, to point out, to get these, basically you'd use the, you'd use the arrow on yourself, and basically you'd get the stand. Then if you want to get the disc, you'd use a fake tarot. A fake tarot is made using the fake ether, obsidian, and lapis. Fake ether made nether stars again. Basically, you can use that to trap a stand that you've already got, and it'll make the disc. So that's where the disc comes from. But now I don't know if this is just the world, but I have found the world in the world. Coincidentally, if I go over to like Temple 2 here, this is a desert temple I found on this world, and if you go in here, there's some gluten, whatever. If you keep going around, there's 4 chests in this one. There is a disc for the world stage 0. I have checked a bunch, like in a different run. I've checked more desert temples. The only disc I found is the world's. I don't know if maybe there's a chance you can find other ones in other places. Like, I haven't found a jungle temple, for example. Maybe you could find ones in jungle temples. Maybe there's other ones in nether fortresses. I haven't checked those, because that's a lot of work. So, maybe you can find other ones. But as far as I know, you can only find the world. So far. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. But at the very least, you can find the world in the desert temples. So, that's the thing. So if you want to get the world early without doing all that junk for the arrow, there you go. Maybe the other ones exist too, maybe not. But right, how do we play with them? Well, actually, first we're going to play with the arrow. So, game mode S. Right, the arrow. So after you've made it, naturally you're going to want to stab yourself with it. Right click. Nothing. That'll be where I went wrong. Okay, I got the arrows the wrong way around. There's 2 arrows. There's the arrow, which I thought was the one to stab in, and it's not. Arrow for stand. In my brain, I thought that would maybe be the arrow you used when you got it. Whatever, but you should make arrow for stand. Arrow for stand is made using the stars, the fake turret, fake ether, and hope flare. Honestly, not really that much cheaper than what we already had. Okay, I mean, it's a fair bit cheaper. The arrow uses literal freaking blocks of the stars. So you're gonna need like dozens of Nella stars for this thing. This thing though only requires what, like 3, 5. Yeah, 5. It requires 5 Nella stars, which still isn't cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than this thing, which requires 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 27 to 31. Fucking hell, right? Stab! But and with that, we have now got Hermit Green. So, how this works, we're now stage 0. So, there's not a lot you can do stage 0. You've got 1 move. To be fair, all stands only have, like, 2 things. They've got their basic power, then their extra ability they get when they get to stage 0. Up to stage 1 from the stage 0. So, energy-wise, you have 100,000 energy. That always seems to be the case. I don't see a way to change that. I looked in the config, I didn't notice a way. Maybe there's a way and I missed it, but as far as I know, there's no way. There is buttons, if we have a quick look. I have changed them. They were all in something. I changed it. So stand power are stand up, F, and switch C. So, yeah. Basically, if you just stand up, you do this. So it uses, it's quite loud. It uses some energy right when you summon it. Then it just keeps shooting. Now, a thing though with stands, you can keep shooting. You can just keep shooting. The thing is though, you keep doing it and you start getting worn out. So as you notice that I'm starting to pick up effects. Okay, my stand power, every time my stand power thing runs out, it starts layering the effects more and more to the point where I'm getting extreme hunger, I'm getting extreme slowness, and my stand is, yeah. So you're going to press F again to turn them off. That is Hermit Green. He shoots that thing that he shoots. The Emerald Splash. Is it called Emerald Splash? I can't remember. But, yeah, that's what he does. And pretty much every, well, not every stand. 3 of the stands basically have an attack move that you just keep doing. And the longer you have the stand out, the more drained you'll get. So you're not meant to keep it out for forever. But, you know, you can basically turn it on, use the ability, turn it off. The energy starts regenerating, but it uses, like, what? Is that 5,000? No, 7,000 this one uses. It uses about 7,000 each attack. You can just turn it on and off as you want to go to try and avoid getting the negative effects. But yeah, that's the Hermit. Now, might as well give this a go. Or, well, actually, give these things a go. Right, the fake tarot. So, yeah, again, you're getting the nil star for this. Basically, though, if you have a stand, you want to get rid of it, try a different one. Shift right click. And it's now stored. And it stores in there. I thought I'd give you a disc. Why did I think I'd give you a disc? No, that's not how discs work. Oh, hold on. No, the discs are a different thing. But okay, let's say we want to use a different disc. I mean, there is a way to get this. I suppose it'd be a case of you get a hold of the world. Actually, yeah, screw it, I'll grab the world. So let's put Hermit Purple back. Hermit Purple. Hermit Green. No, Hermit's fucking. Oh god, I've been saying it wrong. Hermit is Hermit Purple. It's Hermit Purple, which is the fucking vines. The hell does that? What is that word? Hierophants. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, act him again. The world, though, diskin. By doing that, it does shoot the disc out for green. So, and now get the world in exchange, and you can store them in the tarot cards if you want instead. So, yeah, you can just eject the disc if you just hit another disc. Which, I mean, since you can find the world discs, you can technically get a hold of that and then do that by using arrows. But anyway, the world, though. Yeah, his thingy punches stuff. Again, if you keep him out for too long, he will start draining you. If you summon some mobs up, the punches do about 10 damage. And yeah, there's that. Now, there was a thing in the config saying about the world's destroying blocks. I haven't seen him do that. But apparently it's a thing he's supposed to do. I don't know. Unless I've got it disabled, but I thought it was enabled. Whatever. Anyway, though, that's the world in stage 2. Next up, Star Platinum. It's sort of the same thing. Yeah. It makes a lot of racket. And then there's a little bit of the old start playing the music playing in the background. So again, now this one only costs like 5,000 to use. And you'll get an aura shout. Oh, it's different each time. Well, not every time, but like, there's a few of them. Interesting. But right, yeah, that's Star Platinum Stage 0. And then finally, Killer Queen. Now, Killer Queen, unlike the other three, doesn't just go mental attack things, because that's not what Killer Queen does. You can activate Killer Queen. Killer Queen has a different thing going on. You punch something. And now that Killer Queen has touched the spider. Yeah. Yeah, Killer Queen's power is a bit different. So Killer Queen you can sort of keep it, but again, stands, draining effects. It's not constantly hitting, but you can have Killer Queen and everything you punch, you can trigger a bomb inside them. Which is pretty cool when you think about it. Like, also, actually, I want to keep... Hold on. Come out for a minute, Killer Queen. What we're going to do... I'm going to keep... Yeah, I'm going to get hunger a bit. I'm going to try eating the Dio bread to see if I go crazy and destroy Rodora. Hold the boss. Come on, Killer Queen. Drain me a little bit. There we go. Now we're draining. I want to see how much this bread gives us. Because, like, you can make it. Clocks. Ingots. That thing again. It's very expensive bread. Very expensive bread. Let's eat the Dio bread. I'd like to point out I never tried this bread before, so I didn't actually know it was going to do that. Brilliant! Okay, so for the cost of about 6 nether stars, you can do a time stop eating bread. Fantastic. I was going to get to that later on, but the bread sort of did it for us, didn't it? But yeah. That was the thing. Right. This thing, the singularity. Let's have a look at this now. So, we want to get up to level 1. We don't want to stay at level 0. Level 0 suck. Well, it doesn't suck. It's pretty good. But, well, depending... Killer Queen's one's pretty cool. The Aura's beatdowns, they're pretty cool. The green, I can't remember, I cannot pronounce the first word. I can't even remember what it fucking is. It's been a long time. It's been years. Literally years since I've watched Star Wars Crusader. So, bleh. But right, anyway. We are going to go in creative mode. Because otherwise we'll probably die. We're going to click on this. So, basically this thing. Warning! You must prepare your beat, I'm guessing it means best, equipment to protect yourself. Once you died before the end of the effect, you will regret to make this. So this is an incredibly expensive thing, as you might guess. It requires 4 discs. Well, it says empty discs. I'm pretty sure you can just use the world's discs, unless maybe the world's discs are meant to be empty. But whatever. It also requires Excalibur. It's Glutaburn. Never mind. Gluten, Neon Stars, blah. It requires a Lord Core, more Nether Stars. There's so many Nether Stars in this mod. Fried Ultimate Rice with eggs. Fried Ice with eggs. Block of Diamond. That requires a thing. Yeah, basically, it's a very expensive item. So naturally, you don't want to die when using it. So you click on it, it'll start using an effect. It is the fate for everyone. So basically, you have to surround to these effects. Where, aka, you get Wither and Poison of a high level. Once it's done, you will die, but it's done its job. Now, Killer Queen's removed up to stage 1. So basically, if you want to get your standard, you have to make this thing, which is incredibly expensive. But the payoff for it is pretty huge. So, for example, if we summon the old Spada here, we summon... I was basically summon Killer Queen. I mean, we can. This doesn't matter. Click R to use its special skill. Oh, look at that! Also, apparently this thing's tamed. So yeah, you make the near indestructible fucking, heart attack, that's what it's called. It also talks, apparently. Now, this thing costs 60,000 energy. Okay, I think it costs like 10 times your regular attack. And it's basically, yeah, after a while, it also blows up. Although, coincidentally, I think you can do. Activate. Activate. Punch. Trigger! Goodbye. Yeah, you can technically destroy your own thing with your own, like, trigger bomb thing as well. But yeah, it uses a lot of energy, this stuff. It was so much work to get up to this stage. Again, you're probably better off just spawning the stuff in. But if you fancy it, ba-doom, ba-doom. So yeah, moving on from there, though. The other 3, so... Different? I don't know how you pronounce it, whatever, I don't care. People are gonna scream in the comments, you don't know JoJo's, you've never watched it, maybe you should watch it first. Shut up. It's been years since I've watched it, but I don't remember how to pronounce the words. God damn it, I know what Jojo's is. Oh, I know Jojo's Bizarre Adventures. I've watched bloody 5 of the series. I've just not read the manga. But anyway. Alright, green. So, we saw stage 1. Let's shoot emeralds. Cool. Stage 2 is pretty insane. I love it. So, yeah. If you click button. Take this. Emerald Splash with a radius of 20 meters. Oh, it's so over the top and brilliant. So yeah, his final attack against Yo, essentially. Yeah, that's that. It looks so cool. You just get surrounded suddenly. It looks brilliant. I love it. All right. Anyway, moving on from there. Let's go. Star Platinum. So Star Platinum. Ultimate attack costs 50,000, which is also pretty expensive, I suppose. But I mean, I don't know why I just clicked that again. That was very silly. We all know kind of what Star Platinum's big thing's gonna be though. So if we just quickly summon the Spadias, we can do the thing. The Worldle! And so again, it stops time, gives you a bunch of boosts. But for Star Platinum, it's only a few seconds. So there's that. But we do have a lot of energy. So technically though, we can... Yeah. While the time stops in effect, we can just attack things. So, time stopping, pretty useful ability. So yeah, that's the thing. And then the worlds cost 60,000, so a bit more expensive than Star Platinum. But as you might have guessed, the worlds, you get an even bigger boost, you get even quicker, and he stops time for a bit longer. So yeah. Now, a lot of fun things you can do with the time stop ability. The knives. We've been hanging on to these. There's a good reason for it. I'm also kind of waiting for my energy to come back so I need to get 60,000 for this. So obviously, again, not an ability you can just spam by any means. I mean, Star Platinum, if you get full energy, you could use it twice, basically in a row. So that's pretty cool. But with the world, by the time the first one ends, you'll be able to use it again as well, if you were stored up to the absolute max. But yeah, then there's also the energy used for like summoning the stand, for attacking and stuff. So that depends whether you think it's worth it or not. It depends. We'll tell you what you're doing for fighting. But right. The bell. Let's say we start throwing some of these things we can do. You can throw the arrows, the knives. They'll all stop in air. Then as soon as the timer runs out and the world starts returning normal, then they'll fly away. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. Also, you might have noticed. I saw this and I was like, yeah, I need to give this a try, don't I? Every time you activate the world ability, well, when you activate it, the time stop ability. I just toss this away. Wait, why not give me one? Weird. Anyway, Road Roller! Time returns to normal and they fly. Yeah, these things. You can use the Road Roller attack. Oh, I love this. This is good. I mean, it's only got those 4 stands, like, or actually, there's a temple right there. It's only got those 4 stands that, like, proper stands from the show. But it's got no roller. So, it's got the time stop. The time stop works the cool way. I quite like it. Although, something I want to quickly try. Doesn't work on other people. Right. So, what I've done, made the single player world land server thing. Got my little account on. Gingershadow. And, yeah, so he can move around, do that malarkey, bit. So we want to try using the world ability. Now, what I could do is I could activate it. You wouldn't be able to see Gingershadow's side of things. So I've done this with the chat so you can, like, see as much as you can. Do chat like that. I'm gonna go over to Gingershadow's side. I'm gonna have him use the world. So, he's currently got the world. He's now gonna use the world ability to stop time. And yeah, even though I'm in creative mode, I literally cannot move. And then timer returns to normal, now I can't move. Oh my god. So yeah! Okay. The time stop ability 100% works on players. And my god, would that be powerful to use in PP. Although, ooh, question. How far away does it work? Let's say I'm like, you know, you can't even see him anymore, he's out of shot now. We're a good bit away. Like, he's just like, she'll go over here, just sort off the map. So we go far enough away now. Yeah. Okay, so he's just activated it. And yeah, nothing. So it is a limited range. Ah, but as soon as I go into his range, aka as soon as he's rendered into the world, it does trigger. So anything within the chunks that can, like, be near him will freeze. Oh, this is a kill ability. Oh, this is a very kill ability. Also, Snow, he didn't get the road roller. Why? I think you're supposed to get it. Unless I got it from the bread, I'm not... Huh. Hold on. What if I... Nah. Now you get a road roller. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there was a way to get it, but I'm not even sure anymore. Well, whatever. Either way, that's the world. Time stop ability. Lasts a bit longer. Star Platinums is there. Bin to bin. You can freeze arrows and stuff. Arrows? Question. Would it freeze a regular arrow? Curiosity. Do. Let's just take an arrow. Let's just fire it into there. Wait for it to start coming down. It's on its way down. I'm not sure if that stopped or not. I can no longer see where it is. Ah, it does. Interesting. So yeah, it can just stop things in general. Oh, it is very... Oh, it is... Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. It's so over the top and brilliant. But yeah, so that's the stands. Each of them have their own super abilities, which... It's just cool, isn't it? I like it. Roadroller. I want more Dio bread. Hold on. Dio. Give me Dio bread. Can I eat it when I'm already full? No. So I have to be hungry for this. Oh. Oh no, I just have to be in survival for this. So again, use the world. No, it doesn't give you the Roadroller. But I did get one. Because the one I had, the other one was in there. Huh. Maybe it's just a random chance you can get it then. Unless, there must be some way to trigger. I just don't know what it is. Well, whatever. Either way. The Roadroller, it exists. It's cool. It's just over the top brilliant, isn't it? It's just over the top brilliant. Wonderful. But anyway, moving on to some weirder things. This thing exists. I don't know what this is. It confuses me. So, we've got Orga. Birth of the most powerful king of Mars. Orga. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is meant to be a Jojo thing. Maybe it is. I genuinely don't know. Maybe someone can tell us in the comments what this is all about. But basically, there's this number 3, Olga Requiem. So, yeah. Put that in. Costs 80,000 to use this ability. And if you activate the... Yeah, turn it off. That's actual music. That might be copyright. Yeah, this guy exists. He has an ultimate move where he literally spawns in a car. Well, also a car and... Hair nice. But yeah. He has a car he can throw too. And yeah, Requiem, stand power, speed 3. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. I'm quite confused by this person. I don't know if it's a JoJo reference. I don't know if it's someone later on. Or maybe it's a completely different show that the creator just likes. But either way, it exists. And I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you know what that's about. But anyway, if we take the world though, and we take the arrow, we can right click. Colonel, what are you doing? Colonel! Yeah, this is to activate your Requiem, which, yeah, again, that gives you this. The Orga Requiem. So I click shift, capabilities, can stop Orga. With the capability of Requiem, Orga can never reach the reality of death. Now, I don't know if that just means if you've got the clothes on. I don't know. Any entity who tries to attack Orga will receive double the damage dealt. Approach the critical point of death, Orga will activate the ability of Requiem to hit entities with an invisible stand. So, it does talk about stand stuff. It does do things. If we fight spiders, for example, they'll get hit back. So, activates what is meant to be a Requiem type power. Alright. So again, it does all that. And if we get more injured, something invisible will attack the spiders as well. Curiosity. Yeah. Okay, so it's when you've got the armor on. Let's put it all on. Yeah, so it's if you're wearing all the armor and you use this, you can activate a Requiem type of power where it does extra effects. Even if your stand's not the ogre guy. Okay, now we're really close to death. Is it gonna attack him? Seen it do it. They have to beat 1 heart. Yeah, there we go. So an invisibility attacks them as well. So yeah, that's a Requiem type thing. I don't think it's actually from anything Jojo, but it might be. I don't remember every Jojo thing. I don't know any of the stuff from part 6 onwards, so I know. There's also running, which requires 2 arrows, the full costume, 2 infinite armor charm, and yeah, the clothes and the Requiem thing, which actually this charm. Originally, I thought it said infinite arrow charm. Got the infinite armor charm. Unbroken steel flag. Again, I assume this is a reference to something else, but it pops up behind you. If you're not wearing the outfit, it becomes this one. Yeah, if someone in the comments could tell me what this is, that'd be great, because I'm so... Like, it seems kind of cool. It's got, like, a whole thing on it. I'm assuming it's from a different anime, but like, I don't know what it is. But yeah, anyway, that's the quote-unquote Requiem that's been added in. Plus, I'm probably saying that word wrong too, but whatever. My pronunciation never strong too. Also, there's a bunch of random weird weapons in this too, which, again, might be related to a different anime type thing, but they're in, so... Alright, then there's a thing called the Wave Sword, which has a charge-up thing. You can use it 10 times. Basically just... Yeah, lets you do stuff like that. There's a thing called the Spice Sword. Wait, does that give me a fit? Hold on. Look at that. Yeah, I just got a bunch of different stats. I don't know which item just gave me that. Hold the bus. Let that run out. There we go. Get night vision on. Put his sword. No. Excalibur. No. Ah, the bow of the great hero. Which just has arrows and gives you 1,000,000 effects. Created by, yep, lots more Nether Stars. Scala Gluten. And Space Sword. Apparently this one you can't craft. I guess you must have to find it somewhere. But yeah, and then there's this helmet thing you can put on, which... If I click switch, maybe Ether is the key. Hold on. Ether. Grab one of you, grab one of you. Switch. Maybe Ether's the key. Nah, I still don't know how this works. Well, whatever. Point is, this is maybe a helmet I think is supposed to... This helmet seals Lord L's supreme power. Again, no idea what this is. It's a state of sleep. This is all weird, interesting stuff. But, I don't know. This mod, to me, seems quite weird. It's got JoJo things in it, but there's all kinds of other stuff in it. I don't really know what it's meant to be. But all I know is that a lot of the stuff in it does seem quite cool. The JoJo stand stuff seems pretty awesome. Like, the stop time ability, the way it does it, is really, well, just cool, isn't it? The stands themselves, it's a bit of a shame you can't have them just walk around and follow you. But then again, I suppose stands drain your energy anyway, so not too surprising in that one. But you get, like, for example, Star Platinum in the world, you can't even have them out without them attacking. So you can't just have them out and not doing anything. You have to have them out attacking, but it is what it is. It's still like insanely cool. But right, anyway, I think that's us though for this mod. So link will be down below in the description. It's weird. I barely understand half of it. It requires an absurd amount of Nether Stars, so the amount of like Wither skeletons you need to murder, then the amount of Withers you need to beat in order to get it. Yeah, like you can find the world this, at least, there might be others, in desert temples. So you can get the world stage 0. But then after that, you still have to use it, get 1,000,000 Nether Stars in order to like unlock all other stuff, unlock other arrows, unlock the cards, unlock stage 1. So yeah, it's one of those ones you're probably better just spawning most of the stuff in with the amount of time it would take. You're not gonna get, by the time you get to play with this, you'll probably hate it. So yeah, or you'll just be hating everything at that point because the amount of grinding it would require. Right. Anyway though, leave a like if you enjoyed. Anyway. Again, links down below. Again, mod is for 1.12.2, so there is that. And yeah, it seems quite cool. Be keeping an eye, I guess, to see if they add any more stands in. But I guess this is a Jojo mod in a sense. Like, I'm definitely focused on the Jojo thing. It definitely has a lot more Jojo things than it seems to have anything else. And even the other things seem to reference towards Jojo. So it seems like a Jojo mod, but it's just not titled a Jojo mod. It's pretty odd. Even bizarre. I've already made that joke, but whatever. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. And yes, I'll see you next time for whatever Minecraft mod I end up reviewing next. Maybe this one with updates. Maybe the One Piece one that recently updated. Only time will tell. But anyway, thank you for watching. See you soon for that. Go! Bye, everybody. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support. And a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the Johnny members Majin Ki, Kiza Ryu, NJ Wolf 3, Metro Guy 4949, The Trickster, Austin Quinsonberry, Leo Lalonde, and our ANBU members James F, Rapids Rook, Call of Clash, Arkham Knight400, Killer Idea Bot, Shadow Wolf, Robert Scimeca, and Eragon. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support.